This story will transport you to the era of ancient Rome, onto quiet roads and mysterious forests, where you'll join Roman legionaries on their journey. Together with the characters, you'll walk from a peaceful dawn near Capua to the enigmatic Germanic lands, with every step filled with tranquility, gentle sounds of nature, and subtle sensations of the surrounding world. This isn't merely a story, it's a chance to slow down, unwind, and feel calm before sleep. But before you get comfortable, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments from which city you're watching and what time it is there right now. It's always fascinating to see who's joined us. Now, get cozy and let's begin. You wake slowly, gently, to the first faint whispers of dawn filtering through the fabric of your tent. The air is cool, filled with the quiet hum of life as the camp gradually awakens. For a moment, you lie perfectly still, eyes closed, listening carefully to the soothing sounds around you. A faint rustling outside indicates the gentle movements of fellow soldiers, the creak of harness leather, the soft neighing of horses eager to graze, and the distant, rhythmic scraping of metal being sharpened against stone. Each sound blends harmoniously, composing a symphony of daily routine, calm and reassuring in its familiarity. Taking a deep breath, you open your eyes and slowly rise from your simple bedroll, stretching carefully. The gentle ache of sleep still clings to your muscles, and you savor the sensation, aware that soon this calm moment will slip away, replaced by the rigors of the journey ahead. You pull open the flap of the tent, allowing the early morning sunlight to spill inside. The golden rays highlight the dust dancing lazily in the air, creating intricate patterns in their descent. Stepping outside, your bare feet touch the cool, slightly damp earth. The grass is soft and pleasantly cool beneath your soles, refreshing your senses. You glance around, taking in the familiar sight of dozens of identical tents arranged methodically in neat rows. Between them move soldiers quietly completing their morning tasks, some checking equipment, others preparing breakfast over gentle fires. Smoke curls softly upwards from these fires, scenting the air with the comforting aromas of bread, olives, and spiced meats. You walk slowly towards the small stream at the edge of camp. Its gentle murmur provides a calming background melody as you kneel by its banks, scooping the clear, cold water into your hands. The liquid slips through your fingers smoothly as silk, chilling your skin delightfully. Splashing water across your face, you feel instantly more awake, the last remnants of drowsiness washing away with the droplets. Refreshed, you return to your tent to prepare yourself for the journey. Your armor waits patiently, neatly arranged exactly as you left it the night before. You begin the familiar routine of carefully donning each piece. First, the linen tunic slips over your shoulders, its coarse texture rough yet comforting. Next, come the leather sandals, their laces wrapping securely around your calves, tightening just enough to give you confidence in every step. The metal breastplate gleams softly in the pale morning light, polished meticulously yesterday evening. You lift it carefully, feeling its reassuring weight as it settles onto your chest. The straps, well worn yet sturdy, fasten with practiced ease, securing your armor comfortably in place. You pick up your helmet next, holding it thoughtfully in your hands for a moment. Its metal surface is smooth, cool beneath your fingertips. Sliding it onto your head, you feel the familiar snugness as it gently embraces your skull, a subtle pressure that reminds you of its protective purpose. Your shield and sword are last. The gladius is your companion, always at your side. You draw it briefly, inspecting the sharp, polished edge that reflects your calm face in its flawless surface. You sheathe it again slowly, its quiet rasp a comforting whisper of readiness. The shield, heavy and broad, feels reassuringly solid in your grip. You lift it effortlessly, slinging it onto your back for now, where it rests comfortably, a familiar and comforting presence. Stepping out once again, you join the quiet bustle of your comrades. Breakfast is simple but nourishing, consisting of freshly baked bread, olive oil, salted cheese, and dried fruits. You eat slowly, savoring each bite, conscious that such moments of tranquility will soon grow rarer. Around you, your fellow soldiers also eat quietly, exchanging muted greetings or knowing nods, eyes thoughtful as they gaze into their morning meals. The centurion approaches silently, his expression steady and calm, his eyes sharp yet kind. He speaks quietly but firmly, giving clear instructions for the day's march. His voice is soothingly authoritative, a reassuring presence reminding you that all is carefully planned, under perfect control. You listen closely, absorbing every word, feeling the anticipation stirring quietly within you. As breakfast concludes, the camp swiftly transitions into the organized efficiency of departure. Tents are dismantled methodically, each soldier performing his role with practiced ease. You too break down your tent, carefully folding the heavy canvas, stowing it securely onto the baggage wagons that will follow at the rear of the column. You glance around the clearing that only moments ago was bustling with quiet activity. Now, as soldiers line up in perfect order, the campsite returns to peaceful emptiness, the land bearing only faint signs of your passing. Birds return to their branches, singing more confidently as the silence gradually reasserts itself. The legion assembles quietly and efficiently. You take your place comfortably among your companions, feeling a calm camaraderie enveloping the group like a warm blanket. The centurion gives the quiet order to march. You take a deep breath, savoring the last coolness of the morning air. Then you move forward, each step confident and deliberate, matching perfectly the rhythm of the legionnaires around you. The morning sun climbs steadily higher in the sky, warming your shoulders as you follow the paved road away from Capua, its smooth stone surface worn comfortably by countless feet before yours. Fields and orchards stretch quietly to either side, their greenery vibrant and lush beneath the golden light. Farmers pause in their work, waving slowly in greeting, their expressions warm and respectful. Children gather near roadside homes, watching the legion pass with wide, curious eyes. Some wave shyly, others more boldly shout greetings. You smile softly, nodding your head gently, acknowledging their gestures as you walk steadily onward. The slow rhythm of your march settles into a soothing cadence, calming your thoughts, focusing your senses. Gradually, the land opens into gentle hills covered in emerald grass, dotted occasionally by small clusters of ancient olive trees. Their silver green leaves rustle gently in the breeze, whispering quietly as you pass. The scent of fresh grass and warm earth fills your senses pleasantly, comforting you with memories of peaceful summer days long ago. As the sun reaches its zenith, the Legion pauses briefly beneath the shade of large, sprawling trees. You rest comfortably, drinking from your flask of cool water, savoring each refreshing drop as it quenches your thirst. Nearby, some soldiers quietly converse, their voices a gentle murmur, blending harmoniously with the rustling leaves. After the short respite, the Legion resumes its steady pace. Hours pass quietly, the landscape slowly shifting around you. The roads wind gently, leading you further from Capua, deeper into the quiet countryside, each step peaceful, deliberate, calming. As evening approaches, the sky softly transforms from vibrant blue into shades of gentle gold and soft pink. The Legion halts again, preparing to set up camp in a lush meadow beside a quiet stream. You help erect the tents, sharing quiet smiles with your companions, feeling the reassuring rhythm of cooperation. As darkness gently falls, the camp settles into peaceful calm once again. A warm fire crackles quietly, casting flickering shadows across weary but contented faces. You sit quietly near the flames, feeling warmth seep comfortably into your tired muscles. The comforting scent of wood smoke mingles with the distant aroma of wildflowers carried on the gentle evening breeze. Eventually, you rise slowly, moving silently toward your tent. You lie back comfortably, watching stars slowly emerge in the darkening sky above. Their distant lights twinkle softly, creating patterns that draw you quietly towards sleep. The murmuring of the nearby stream, soft conversations, and gentle sounds of the night blend together, wrapping you in a comforting embrace. Your eyes grow heavy, your breathing slow and steady, the peacefulness of the day slowly guiding you toward restful sleep. You feel secure, protected, and calm, knowing tomorrow awaits patiently. But tonight, the world belongs entirely to dreams. You drift quietly into deep sleep, at peace beneath the quiet, watchful gaze of the stars above. Morning arrives gently, nudging you awake with the subtle warmth of dawn seeping softly through the fabric of your tent. You lie still for a moment, feeling deeply rested from the night's sleep beneath the tranquil stars. Slowly, you rise, stretching your muscles, savoring the calm silence that precedes the start of another journey. You step outside, inhaling deeply the fresh, crisp air filled with scents of morning dew and wild herbs. Around you, The camp stirs quietly, legionnaires moving in calm, deliberate rhythms. Breakfast fires flicker gently, their soft crackling mixing soothingly with the sounds of murmured conversations. You join your companions, greeting them with nods and quiet smiles, the peaceful mood of the previous evening still lingering comfortably between you. After a simple meal of fresh bread, figs, and salted cheese, you prepare yourself for today's march. Checking your armor methodically, you tighten straps, secure your sandals, and settle your shield and sword carefully into place. Every step in your routine feels comforting, grounding you in the present, gently guiding you forward. As the sun climbs higher, the centurion gives a quiet, steady command, and the legion moves out in disciplined lines. Your sandals press softly into the smooth stones of the road, worn gently by countless feet before yours. It is the famous Via Appia, a symbol of Rome's order and strength, stretching gracefully through lush countryside and rolling hills as far as your eyes can see. The scenery along the road is beautifully serene. Gently swaying fields of golden wheat flank the paved route, their tall stalks rustling softly in the breeze. Olive groves spread peacefully across the distant hillsides, their silvery leaves shimmering gently beneath the rising sun. Birds dart playfully above, filling the sky with melodic songs that blend harmoniously into the steady rhythm of marching feet. Passing quietly through small villages, you sense the friendly curiosity of villagers, pausing their morning tasks to watch the legion's calm progression. Children stand by doorways, their eyes wide with wonder, waving small hands shyly. Elderly villagers quietly toss sprigs of fragrant laurel into your path, murmuring blessings for safety and success. The warm gestures bring you quiet comfort, reminding you gently of home and simpler days. Mid morning, the Legion ascends a gentle slope, bringing you gradually into higher elevations. The breeze grows cooler, caressing your face pleasantly, carrying with it subtle aromas of wild rosemary and lavender. You glance across the valley below, a tapestry of green fields, vineyards, and scattered farmhouses bathe gently in sunlight. The peaceful landscape stretches endlessly, lulling your senses into calm, thoughtful reflection. As the journey continues, you listen quietly to the older soldiers around you, seasoned veterans who share stories of past campaigns, each tale told softly, calmly, with a voice tempered by experience. Their words paint images of distant lands, of places you have only imagined, vast deserts beneath burning suns, distant mountains capped with eternal snow, and calm seas stretching infinitely under clear skies. You absorb each story carefully, losing yourself peacefully in their vivid descriptions. By afternoon, the Legion pauses near a shaded grove of tall cypress trees. Their slender forms stand gracefully against the blue sky, their shadows stretching comfortably over the road. Resting here briefly, you sip fresh water from your flask, savoring the coolness sliding gently down your throat. The soft rustling of leaves creates a soothing rhythm, lulling you into momentary relaxation. Soon you move onward again, descending softly into lush valleys alive with wildflowers. Poppies bloom vibrantly along the roadside, their scarlet petals vivid against the gentle green backdrop. Butterflies flutter softly from flower to flower, delicate and carefree, mirroring your quiet peace as you journey onward. By evening, the Legion reaches a broad, gently flowing river, its clear waters sparkling softly in the fading sunlight. You assist quietly in setting up camp along its peaceful banks. Tents rise methodically, cooking fires glow warmly, and the comforting aroma of simmering stew fills the air. You move thoughtfully through your tasks, appreciating the simple rhythms that provide structure and calm to each day. Later, you walk slowly along the riverside, listening to the gentle murmur of water brushing over smooth stones. Small fish dart silently beneath the surface, their scales catching glimmers of fading daylight. The sky above transitions softly into shades of lavender and gold, colors blending quietly into a perfect twilight. Returning to the center of camp, you join your companions seated comfortably around crackling fires. Conversations are gentle and thoughtful, voices low, almost whispered, as though respecting the serenity of the approaching night. You sit quietly, watching sparks drift softly upward, mingling momentarily with stars slowly appearing in the deepening sky. Gradually, the peacefulness envelops you, and tiredness begins to weigh gently upon your body. You rise slowly, bidding quiet good nights to your fellow soldiers, walking calmly toward your tent. Inside, you remove your armor carefully, placing each piece neatly aside, feeling lighter with every movement. Lying down comfortably, you feel the softness of your bedroll embrace your weary body, welcoming you tenderly. The gentle sounds of camp blend seamlessly with the whispering river nearby, the soft crackling of fires, murmurs of quiet conversation, distant chirping of crickets, all joining in a harmonious lullaby. As your eyelids grow heavy, you reflect quietly on the journey so far, the peaceful landscapes, the kind villagers, the calm voices of your comrades. Each thought is soothing, comforting, gently carrying you toward restful sleep. Your breathing deepens, your mind gently drifting, surrounded by a peaceful sense of belonging. You know tomorrow will bring new paths, new sights, but tonight, beneath the gentle watch of the stars, the world is perfectly calm. Slowly, gently, you drift into sleep, the quiet of the night wrapping around you like a soft, reassuring embrace. You awaken slowly to a soft, gray dawn. The air is cool and slightly misty, filled with the fresh scent of dew-laden grass and damp earth. You lie quietly for a moment, allowing your senses to gradually adjust, feeling the gentle rhythm of your breath deepen and settle. Outside your tent, the camp slowly comes to life, quiet voices murmuring instructions, gentle clinking of armor, soft footsteps padding on wet grass. Emerging from your tent, you feel the cool morning breeze gently brush your face. The sunlight is muted, filtered through a delicate veil of clouds, drifting serenely overhead. Around you, Soldiers prepare calmly for the day's march, their movements quiet, deliberate, practiced. You stretch slowly, savoring the quiet ache of muscles grown accustomed to the steady rhythm of marching. Today marks the next phase of your journey, crossing through Gaul and reaching the distant banks of the Rhine, where the gentle landscapes of the empire yield gradually to the wilder frontiers of Germania. After a simple breakfast of bread, dried fruit, and smoked meat, you gather your belongings methodically. Each movement is calm, precise, comforting in its familiarity. Securing your armor, you tighten straps gently, feeling the reassuring weight settle comfortably around you. Picking up your shield, you notice how the painted wood and leather now bear faint marks of travel, evidence of days spent on peaceful roads and beneath restful stars. You adjust your helmet, taking a deep breath as the cool metal touches your skin, a subtle reminder of your role as a legionnaire. With a quiet command, the legion moves forward, leaving the comfort of the previous night's camp behind. The paved roads soon yield to softer trails, winding gently through hills covered with dense forests. Trees rise on either side, their leaves whispering softly, creating a peaceful melody that accompanies each calm step you take. You pass small villages along the way, simple dwellings constructed from wood and stone, nestled comfortably amid fields of wheat and barley. Villagers observe quietly, respectful yet curious, their faces weathered gently by years of working the land. They nod silently in greeting, and you feel a quiet bond of understanding pass between you, shared acknowledgement of journeys and hardships, yet comforted by peace. The terrain becomes more rugged as you ascend slowly toward the Alps. Paths wind gently upward, rocky but stable beneath your feet. Mountains loom quietly ahead, their majestic peaks capped softly in lingering snow, creating a serene backdrop against the pale sky. Birds circle lazily overhead, their cries echoing gently, adding tranquility to the journey. Crossing the Alps demands care, patience, and calm endurance. Yet the Legion moves slowly and methodically, each step carefully chosen. You breathe deeply, savoring the crisp air, cool and invigorating. Snow crunches softly underfoot, and as you glance upward, you notice icicles gleaming gently in the subdued sunlight. The silence is profound, broken only by the quiet breathing of your companions, the gentle whispering of wind through pine branches, and distant murmurs of melting snow trickling downward. After days of gentle travel, you descend slowly from the mountains, entering verdant valleys of Gaul. The landscape transforms gradually. Thick forests of oak and ash replace alpine pines. Streams flow quietly through lush meadows carpeted with wildflowers, and farms appear again, peaceful and prosperous. Here, you find comfort in the familiarity of cultivated land, the steady rhythm of village life, and the quiet greetings of the people. Days pass peacefully as you journey steadily toward the Rhine. Each evening, your camp is established swiftly and calmly. You sleep peacefully beneath clear skies filled with countless stars. Each morning, You rise to the reassuring rhythm of legion life, comforted by routine and peaceful predictability. At last, you approach the Rhine. You see the great river flowing gently ahead, broad and serene, its dark waters reflecting the muted colors of twilight. The air grows cooler as evening approaches, and a soft mist rises slowly from the riverbanks, swirling gently over the calm surface of the water. Camp is quickly established near the river, each tent erected with practiced efficiency. Fires glow softly in the growing darkness, illuminating faces quietly thoughtful. The Rhine forms a boundary, marking the line between the comforting security of Rome and the uncertain wildness beyond. You sense the calm resolve of your fellow legionnaires, aware that this river holds significance for each of you, a gentle symbol of journeys undertaken, responsibilities carried, and quiet courage maintained. After your meal, you wander quietly to the riverbank, stepping carefully across grass dampened by mist. The water moves gently past you, dark and mysterious, whispering secrets you cannot yet understand. Trees along the far bank loom quietly, tall and shadowy against the fading sky. The stillness settles deeply within you, prompting quiet contemplation. You reflect thoughtfully on the journey thus far, the gentle mornings, peaceful roads, quiet evenings beneath starry skies. Each step has guided you calmly forward, preparing you gently for this moment beside the Rhine. The river embodies quiet strength, reassuring in its steady flow, a comforting presence as you stand silently, absorbing its calm energy. Returning slowly to camp, you sit quietly beside your companions around the fire, listening as they speak softly of the days ahead. The mood is calm yet reflective, each soldier quietly mindful of the task before him. You listen carefully, reassured by their steady voices, comforted by the sense of belonging and shared purpose. Later, beneath a sky illuminated gently by stars, you lie down, feeling the earth softly cradle your weary body. The distant murmur of the river blends harmoniously with quiet camp sounds, the gentle breathing of your comrades, the comforting rustle of leaves, the occasional snap of logs shifting in the fire. The peacefulness envelops you, soothing every thought, every tension, easing you softly towards sleep. Your eyes grow heavier, each breath deeper, more restful, as the calm rhythm of night embraces you. Your mind wanders gently, contemplating the path ahead, secure in knowing you are exactly where you should be, protected by quiet strength and shared courage. Slowly, effortlessly, sleep claims you. You drift gently into peaceful dreams, lulled softly by the comforting whisper of the Rhine, a quiet guardian beside you through the calm night. You awaken gently to a pale dawn, shrouded softly in mist, drifting lazily from the banks of the Rhine. A quiet stillness embraces the camp, punctuated only by subtle rustling sounds, the muffled footfalls of soldiers beginning their morning routines, the gentle creak of leather harnesses being adjusted, and the soft whispers of conversations carried on the cool air. You lie quietly, savoring the serenity of this moment, letting the soothing tranquility of the morning gradually fill you with calm. Emerging slowly from your tent, the crisp air gently brushes your skin, fresh and invigorating. The world feels different now, more mysterious, more primal, as though you've crossed into another realm. Across the river, the dark forest of Germania stretches before you, its trees dense, tall, and ancient, wrapped in shadows even at this early hour. The forest seems to breathe quietly, exhaling faint tendrils of fog that drift gently toward the river, floating serenely above the calm water. Breakfast is taken quietly, each legionnaire thoughtful and reflective. You eat slowly, savoring simple nourishment: bread softened by olive oil, dried figs, and cured meat. Around you, your companions maintain their silence, eyes drawn to the forest ahead. Its presence is unmistakable, powerful, yet strangely peaceful, drawing your gaze again and again toward its shadowed depths. Preparations to enter the forest begin calmly and methodically. You adjust your armor carefully, feeling the familiar, reassuring weight of metal, leather, and wood settle around you. Your sword and shield feel especially comforting now, faithful companions in unfamiliar terrain. You notice your fellow legionnaires making similar adjustments, each movement precise, calm, mindful of the unknown ahead. With a quiet order, the legion forms into neat columns and slowly crosses a sturdy wooden bridge spanning the Rhine. Each step carries you further from the reassuring familiarity of Roman lands and deeper into the peaceful mystery of Germania's forests. As you enter beneath the canopy, the atmosphere transforms gently yet profoundly. Sunlight filters through branches, casting delicate patterns on moss covered ground. Trees rise like silent sentinels, their trunks ancient and strong, bark rough beneath your fingertips as you pass close by. The forest envelopes you calmly, muffling sounds, creating a quiet cocoon where time slows to match your gentle pace. Leaves rustle softly, whispering secrets carried by the gentle breeze. Birdsong echoes faintly, melodically, harmonizing with the rhythmic crunch of footsteps across fallen leaves and soft moss. As the day progresses, your senses sharpen quietly. You become increasingly aware of small details: the gentle warmth of sunlight penetrating softly through the branches, the fresh scent of earth mixed with the faint aroma of wild herbs crushed beneath marching feet, the occasional distant crackle of a branch disturbed by unseen animals. Yet through it all, an undeniable peacefulness prevails, a sense of harmony with nature, soothing and reassuring. Midday finds the Legion resting briefly in a small clearing carpeted with soft grass and wildflowers. You sit calmly, quietly drinking water, appreciating the coolness sliding gently down your throat. Nearby, comrades speak quietly, their voices subdued, as though reluctant to disturb the tranquil spirit of the place. You glance upward, noting the patches of sky visible between the canopy's leafy branches, soft clouds drifting slowly past, further deepening your sense of peace. Moving onward, you discover signs of abandoned villages, small clusters of wooden huts quietly being reclaimed by nature. Ivy creeps slowly up walls, wild grasses fill doorways, and gentle vines coil patiently around abandoned fence posts. These villages whisper stories of peaceful lives once lived, now surrendered quietly to the embrace of the forest. Your imagination drifts gently, picturing those who walked these paths before, hearing faint echoes of laughter, the quiet murmurs of families gathered around evening fires. Late afternoon brings a gentle rain shower, softly tapping on leaves overhead, creating a rhythmic lullaby that further calms your spirit. The raindrops are cool, refreshing on your skin, washing away weariness and deepening your sense of quiet mindfulness. The forest breathes more deeply now, sense intensified by moisture, rich earth, fresh greenery, faint hints of distant flowers. The Legion sets camp early, finding shelter in a gentle clearing surrounded protectively by towering oaks and thick bushes laden with berries. You quietly help erect tents, noticing how naturally your movements synchronize with those of your comrades, each task performed in quiet harmony. Soon, cooking fires glow warmly, their flickering light reflecting softly on damp leaves, casting soothing shadows around you. Evening deepens slowly into twilight, the forest gently transforming once again. Stars begin to appear, twinkling gently in small patches of open sky above. The sounds of night gradually emerge, blending together in a harmonious, calming symphony. Distant hoots of owls, rustling leaves disturbed by nocturnal creatures, gentle chirping of insects hidden among grasses. After dinner, you quietly wander to the edge of the clearing, resting against the trunk of a large oak. Its bark is rough yet comforting against your back. You gaze calmly into the depths of the forest, allowing its stillness to surround you completely, becoming part of you. The gentle whispers of the trees seem to speak directly to your heart, reassuring you, soothing any lingering fears or worries. You return slowly to your tent, movements deliberately gentle, preserving the quiet tranquility of the evening. Removing your armor carefully, you set each piece aside, feeling lighter with every gentle motion. You lie down comfortably, sensing the earth softly cradle your weary body, providing reassurance and safety. Inside your tent, you listen carefully to the quiet sounds around you, each one gentle, reassuring. Distant murmurs of fellow soldiers, the occasional soft laughter, rustling leaves, quiet breathing of the forest itself. Your thoughts drift peacefully, revisiting the day's serene moments. Soft rain, quiet footsteps, the comforting strength of ancient trees. Gradually, your eyelids grow heavier, breathing deepens and steadies, gently carrying you toward restful sleep. Your mind wanders softly through peaceful memories, imagining those who walked these woods before, feeling a quiet connection that bridges time, distance, and circumstance. Sleep gently embraces you, wrapping you softly in dreams woven from the calm whispers of the forest. Tonight, beneath a canopy of gently rustling leaves and watchful stars, you find a profound peace, reassured by the quiet strength of nature around you. You wake gently, peacefully drawn from sleep by the soft glow of early morning filtering through the leaves above your tent. The forest around you feels calm, almost friendly, as if sensing that today begins your slow journey back toward home. You lie still for a moment, savoring the quiet serenity that envelops the camp, the subtle sounds of waking soldiers, the distant, soothing calls of morning birds blending into a calming melody. Emerging slowly from your tent, you feel the cool morning air gently brush your skin, fresh and fragrant after the overnight rain. Droplets cling softly to leaves and blades of grass, sparkling quietly under the pale sunlight. The forest, mysterious and shadowed before, now seems more open, less foreboding. Rays of golden sunlight slip gently through the branches, illuminating patches of soft moss and clusters of delicate wildflowers growing quietly along the clearing's edges. Breakfast is quietly shared among your fellow legionnaires, simple yet nourishing, bread softened with honey, dried fruit, and fresh water collected from a nearby spring. Conversations remain soft, reflective, carrying a gentle anticipation of the journey homeward. You sense a quiet relief among your companions, knowing the most uncertain days lie peacefully behind and familiar roads await. Packing your belongings carefully, you feel a quiet satisfaction in the familiar routine. Each movement, tightening straps, adjusting your armor, securing your sandals, is deliberate and calming. Your shield and sword, bearing gentle signs of travel, feel lighter now, less burdensome, as if acknowledging your imminent return. With a quiet command, the legion departs, stepping gently onto paths that lead steadily out of the forest. Trees seem to bow slightly as you pass, their branches whispering softly overhead. The rhythmic sounds of marching feet blend harmoniously with the gentle murmurs of leaves and the occasional soft calls of birds hidden within the foliage. Slowly, the dense forest thins, opening gradually into rolling hills covered by lush grass and wildflowers. The sky above broadens, a vast, serene expanse of blue, dotted gently with drifting clouds. You breathe deeply, savoring the open air, fresh and invigorating after days beneath the forest's canopy. As the legion moves onward, each step feels lighter, each mile gently pulling you closer to familiar lands. Villages appear more frequently, their inhabitants greeting you warmly, their faces calm and welcoming. Farmers pause quietly in their fields, nodding respectfully, acknowledging your safe return with quiet smiles. Children gather shyly at the roadside, waving small hands, their eyes bright with admiration and curiosity. Days pass comfortably as the landscapes slowly shift, gradually becoming more familiar. The gentle slopes and quiet roads lead you steadily back toward the border of Gaul and beyond to the reassuring comfort of Roman territory. Each evening, camps are set up calmly, tasks performed in harmonious cooperation. Nights are restful, spent beneath clear skies filled with stars that seem brighter, closer now. One evening, you pause by a gentle stream, its waters clear, cool, and soothing. Sitting quietly along the bank, you gaze into the softly flowing water, reflecting peacefully on the journey you've undertaken. You recall vividly the gentle mornings, tranquil roads, peaceful forests, and quiet camaraderie of your companions. Each memory feels calming, reassuring, like treasured possessions carried carefully within your heart. Continuing onward, you cross again the familiar paths through the valleys of Gaul, the serene landscapes and lush meadows greeting you like old friends. Fields of golden wheat sway gently beneath the breeze, softly whispering welcome as you pass. Vineyards stretch peacefully along hillsides, ripe grapes hanging quietly, heavy with sweetness. You feel deeply comforted by these familiar sights, each step reaffirming the gentle assurance of home. At last, you descend gradually into the valleys of northern Italy, greeted by familiar landmarks. Old stone bridges crossing softly murmuring rivers, ancient olive groves, their leaves shimmering gently in sunlight, fields dotted calmly with grazing sheep. The warmth of the southern sun gently embraces you, reassuring and comforting, drawing you steadily forward. Your heart quietly quickens as you recognize roads once traveled during the earliest days of your journey. Approaching Capua, you glimpse its peaceful outline silhouetted softly against the distant horizon. The sight fills you with gentle relief and calm satisfaction. The Legion sets camp near the outskirts of Capua, the same serene fields where your journey began. Tents rise swiftly and quietly, fires glow warmly, and aromas of familiar foods fill the air. You settle comfortably among companions whose faces, though worn and tanned from travel, bear quiet expressions of calm contentment. Stories are shared softly around fires, voices gentle, recalling peaceful moments experienced together. Later, you wander quietly away from the fires, stepping gently into the open field, bathed softly in moonlight. Lying down comfortably in the cool grass, you gaze upward, absorbing the peaceful beauty of countless stars scattered gently across the dark sky. Each star feels familiar now, comforting in their constancy. As you lie quietly, your mind drifts gently through memories of your journey, the peaceful roads, quiet mornings, tranquil forests, friendly villages. Each thought brings a deeper sense of calm, a quiet gratitude for experiences gained, friendships strengthened, and wisdom quietly earned. Gradually, your eyelids grow heavier, your breathing steadier, calmer. You surrender slowly to the soothing rhythm of sleep, wrapped gently in the reassurance of home's proximity. Dreams arrive softly, weaving peaceful images of familiar landscapes, welcoming faces, gentle paths stretching onward beneath calm skies. Tonight, beneath a blanket of gentle stars, your journey comes softly to an end. Home waits patiently nearby, yet you carry within you something quietly precious, calm memories, peaceful lessons learned, quiet courage discovered through each gentle step. The night around you is tranquil, safe, whispering gently that all is well, all is peaceful, and you have returned home at last.